If you're interested in Quacks of Quedlinburg, we'll look at the mechanisms, the theme, other games that it compares to, the components and the aesthetics, and also the upside downside of this game, just to see if it's the right game for you and your gaming group. This is Legendary Tactics. Well, I think we should begin the review with the mechanism. It's a fairly straightforward mechanism. It's a deck, bag, and pool builder. So throughout the game, you're essentially buying different combinations of potions to try to work your way forward on the track. The second core mechanism is the push your luck element. So these are two elements, mechanism-wise, that I really enjoy. I love customizing and I love pushing my luck. And funny enough, I won that game, but I didn't push my luck. I just played it safe just about every round. Otherwise, there isn't really much unique there. This is a neat little safety valve that you can use. One other mechanism that I want to point out that I really liked was the little mouse critter. So you count the mice between where you are and where the leader is, and that gives you an advantage in where you start as you try to build a superpowered potion.
Nice catch-up mechanism.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
you don't totally feel like you're completely out of it.
That's right. And
Until the very last round when you explode.
So
you're out.
One thing that we try not to do is learn too many games on camera without ever having seen them, but of course we threw that right out the window with this. I learned it on camera and we just started into it and learned as we went, and it was fairly straightforward. So if you are a person who likes a fairly light game, I think this one might work for you. Could be a good family game. Yeah. So why don't we move to our second category, components and aesthetics. So give us a little sense of how this compares to other games, and what did you like, what do you not like?
Yeah, I think the components are pretty solid on this. The little cardboard tokens are solid. They're not going to get bent when you're kind of mashing your hand around in the mystery bag.
Comes with the baggies too. Yeah, that's nice.
Comes with the baggies.
Yep.
I think you said, Gastel, that there's an upgrade that you can.
Yeah, Board Game Geek store sells Geek Up bits, so they're little plastic lozenges rather than cardboard. Oh, nice. And they also sell little boxes that hold these, and it holds the little books upright so that everybody can see them.
Excellent.
And it divides the 1, 2, and 4, so it's easier to get. Not that this was fine.
Is that fan made?
Sorry?
Is that fan made?
Not that I know of.
No, okay.
I don't know where they get sourced from.
I think replacing the cardboard, especially for your cherry bombs, is a good idea. I think just after like eventual wear and tear on them, they're going to break down. After,
the trick is to just change the cherry bombs.
That's right. So they're
and if you do one, then you got to do all. You're right. You're right.
These are fine. I think it would be cool. Maybe it would be super annoying after a while, but I think it would be cool if there was like more of a plastic rattle or something to what's in here.
A clicking sound.
Yeah.
It would
That would become a bit of an annoyance. But at the same time, nothing wrong with these. I think that the vibrant colors are good. The different colored tokens are all different enough that they're not like confused and.
I never pulled one out and didn't know what it was.
Yeah, exactly. I think the iconography is quite, even like this, like the scoring system at the end of each round as well.
It's very straightforward.
I would hope the game isn't too expensive because the components are good and they're solid, but I feel like you would want to upgrade them if this was a game you were playing a lot.
Right.
Okay. Quacks, you are the theme master. So tell us, how do you connect with this game on a thematic?
I feel like, it's you kind of got that alchemist feel to it where you're kind of, concocting things, but it's pretty light, I'd say, overall. It's, it could be anything. You're just creating, different potions that you can create and buy and different levels. And it didn't really immerse me deeply.
It could be a race or...
Sure. You could skin it any which way you wanted. I really did like the mechanics of it, but I think I would say lighter on theme.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know what it's like to be an alchemist?
I probably could now, open a store probably after the.
So you dabble in some chemistry. So how did you feel about the theme?
This is not chemistry.
This is not chemistry.
No. It's a fun game. We're mixing a potion. I agree that the theme's pretty light.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it is fun. Like I had a lot of pumpkin, and I wanted to see that come out and and whatnot. But
There's no narrative here, though.
Well, I think the components bring you in. Like, you do feel like you're stirring a little bit here, but it's light.
It's light.
It's a bit of a stretch. Speaking of stretches, we're moving on to our comparisons to other board games. So, Gastel, why don't you tackle that?
Well, any of your push your luck games would fit into this. The bag building, it reminded me of playing Orleans, reaching in and grabbing those tokens, but Orleans not really a push your luck type game, so that's where the comparison ends. Deck builder, because you're building a bag, I find deck builders, bag builders, they're sort of a similar genre. Couriers, a really old game. I don't know if you've heard of that.
No,
it's it was a dice pool building game, but you put your dice in a bag and drew from there to do. So, that sort of thing. But nothing, to be quite honest, nothing is really quite like this. But anything you've played with Push Your Luck, you're getting the same. I think if you have one good Push Your Luck you like, this is going to scratch the exact same itch.
I think thematically, Whirling Witchcraft is one where you get little cauldrons, and it's sort of themed the same way, but a very different game. And one other one that I enjoy is Push, which is just a Walmart title, and it's just one where you're building sequences and you have to know when to stop. Again, nothing really similar other than the push your luck element, but if you like that type of game, that might be one to check out.
So, Flash, any upside downside for you?
Upside downside, it's not a game where there's a ton of strategic depth. There is some luck involved. I mean, every time you set up this beautiful engine so you could capitalize on these, what are they, mushrooms or strawberries or something, and you just happen to pull it in the complete wrong order.
It worked on some, but not on others. Right in the last round where I really needed it, it completely backfired.
That's right. And I mean, sometimes you go in and you pull cherry bomb, cherry bomb, cherry bomb, cherry bomb, your turn's done, and there's nothing you can do about that. You've built the best hand you can. You've got a ton of tokens in there that aren't cherry bombs, and it still doesn't go your way. So if you're a person who really, really likes high-level strategy, this wouldn't be the game for you. If you like a fun family game where it evens the playing field, this would be a good option.
Yep. So if we played this 10 times, do you think the same person would win each time?
No.
It's too much luck.
I would say so. Yeah.
And in fact, I would say that discredits whoever won it, and the person who came in second place is
actually the true victory.
That's right.
Victory. Yes.
Didn't want to make other people feel bad.
Well, and this is a question we have. Let's throw that out to you. Do you find that one person consistently wins this game? And my second question is there one particular strategy or path that works better than any other path? That would actually be very helpful. Yeah. Add that in the comments to get that conversation going. Be interested in that. So any other upside downside for you lads?
The upside, to feed off that, it is completely random in certain, you could have better choices, I think, but because there's the rat tails with the leveling of the playing field,
that helps.
And a bit of a random draw, I think that does make it very, you can't take it too seriously. It makes well for family and kids because, you're not going to blow your child out of the water or whatever on this type of game. Typically, I think.
Won't stop you from trying, though.
So that being said, I think this game is prone to the old reach in, grab a tile. Oh, didn't like it. Let's try that again. Problem.
There could be a stretching of...
stretching, because I know one of my kids is prone to doing that. Oh, Dad, maybe we just throw it back in, and so you maybe need to stretch or massage the strictness of the drawbag.
But that's a teaching moment as well, right?
It sure is. It sure is. Yeah.
And the final word goes to you, Gastel.
Well, I think it's a nice light game. It feels like a board game. It feels like something that after supper, clear the table and put this on and have a good time. It's not so brain burny that you're going to need to explain for 20 minutes. I enjoyed this game. I would play it whenever somebody suggests let's play it.
Can I get everyone to put a fist up?
All right.
And if you would add this game to your personal collection, thumb up. And if you would not add this game to your collection, thumb down. 1, 2, 3. Oh,
there you go.
Wow. Okay, all four of us would add this game.
Well, I have nothing like it in my collection. Right?
Yeah,
I don't have
it stands alone.
I can see this getting played.
Yeah,
in my collection.
There you go.
He had to say yes.
You wouldn't buy a second copy, though.
Oh, not that
I'm
far.
thinking about getting those geek up bits.
Excellent.
You ought to.
It would be nice. They're $40 for the base, though.
That's the
Okay.
second thing you can do is let us know in the comments if Gastel should geek up his game. Well, thanks so much for sticking with us. It really helps our channel if you'd like and subscribe. Now make sure to get out there.
Get gaming and
be
be legendary.
legendary.